We're about to do a get fit with Chief, man. You know we gotta attract that dream partner, y'all. So yeah, man. Okay. Here we go, man. Okay. Here we go, man. All right, man. So yes, sir. No, we got a little bit of music playing in the background, man. Go if you just got the chat, man. Go ahead and double tap that screen, hit the like button. So yeah, man, we're gonna provide you with some options. Ooh. We're gonna provide you some options, man. So listen, right now I'm on my cut. Hold on one second. Let me fix this angle. Alright, bet. Alright, so listen, man. Today's been a crazy day. So right now I'm on my cut. And I've been, I'm about 2 months in on my cut now. So it's been really challenging. I'm starting to get hungry. I want to eat all the time. So something I've been doing is I've been drinking soda water. Soda water is so helpful, especially late at night. And I get this from Trader Joe's. It's really affordable. It's about, hey man, what's up, man? If you just joined the chat, man, go ahead, double tap, man, like the screen, man. If you just joined the chat, go ahead, double tap, man. It's good to see you guys, man. Let's get it. Bye. What's up, guys? Yeah, man, if you just joined the chat, go ahead, double tap, man. It's good to see y'all. So yeah, man, appreciate the love, man. Hey, man, we're taking it one day at a time, man. Every day I'm trying to work my body just like you guys. Okay, I got my son in here, my junior. But listen, as I was saying, I want to stay on task. I want to stay focused as people are coming in. If you're just joining the chat, go ahead and double tap the screen, hit that like button. So listen, guys, I have my salsa water right here. So I'm on my diet. Right now I'm only consuming 1,800 calories, guys. That's so low. 1,800 calories is so low. So what I've been doing is I've been drinking soda water because I get those cravings late at night. So this is really helpful. So all the women, they be like, oh baby, you want to have some wine, this and that. Like, nah, I'm not doing any wine. I'm trying to keep it real, appropriate. If you're just doing the chat, make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get this thing pushed out. What they saying? Okay, man, I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. So yeah, man, it's very important that we stay on it. I'm gonna talk about, as usual, I'm gonna talk about my food scale. And I'm just gonna a little bit different today. Today I'm gonna put the food scale in the link. I'm gonna put the food scale in the description so you guys can purchase the food scale. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Hey, listen, man, if your girl in the group chat, she trying to learn, okay? If your girl in the group chat, she just trying to get educated, that's all. She want to be entertained and educated, that's what we're here to do, So if you go ahead and hit me in the DM so we can keep it, if you have any additional questions, we'll keep it in the DM, you feel me? So one thing we're going to be cooking today, we're going to cook some chicken breast. So as you guys can see, check out my refrigerator. I keep my refrigerator pretty healthy. Healthy options in the refrigerator. So we're gonna go with chicken breast, guys. So listen, this is to help. The point of being fit, I don't know what y'all talk about, okay? Listen, the point of being fit is to look good. Yes, we want to stay healthy. Yes, we want to be lean, but it's also to look healthy. It's also to look healthy. So, I noticed, being in high school, I remember when I was a young boy, and, I was very skinny, I wasn't fit, no one was looking at me. But then when I started getting in shape, when I started working on my body, that's when people started to really, notice me more. And, I remember this one girl approached me, and she was like, man, I can tell you really take care of yourself. And I'm like, what makes you say that? And it's like, just with your physique, how intentional you are, you always have your meal prep. I can really tell you have a lot going on. I can tell you really put the work in. So guys, being fit it sends a message to a lot of people. So that's how it's gonna help you really attract that partner, man, is being fit. Hey, listen, man, if you just joined the chat, go ahead and hit the like button. So yeah, we start off with some chicken. So something that I didn't know, I used to always consume chicken thighs. And did I thank Beyonce? I'm gonna thank her, man, because Beyonce, she a great artist. But something I wasn't always aware of was chicken thighs. Chicken thighs is such a fattier chicken, but having chicken breast has been so helpful for me because this is a leaner meat. We want to keep our fats low. It's very important to keep our fats low. So as you can tell, guys, it's pretty late. It's 7:40 at night, so I try not to eat too late. And as I was mentioning earlier, me being on my cut right now, I'm on this calorie deficit. I have cravings all the time. So what I do to help with my cravings is what I do to help my cravings is what I do to help my cravings is I consume soda water. Soda water has been very helpful. Soda water has been very helpful in keeping me, satiated. So keeping me full, allowing me to what I've been. Yeah, I know. Whoever's in the comments that I think Beyonce, they going crazy right now. But you just joking around. But I appreciate that. Ross. Hey man, listen man, if you want your comments pinned up, hit the super chat. You can pay to have your comments pinned up at the top. So like I was saying, to stay in your calorie deficit, something that I do whenever I have cravings is I consume soda water because that helps me avoid binge eating. So today we're also going to go through macros. We're going to talk about different things. We're going to talk about like a macro for someone who weighs 170 pounds for a man and a woman. So this is key, guys. When we have men and women, I had a question last week. A woman asked me like, "Hey, what are good macro breakdowns for my body and for what it needs?" So the example I'm going to provide today is for a 28-year-old woman. Hold on one second, guys. The music kind of loud. All right, guys. Sorry about that. The music was getting crazy. So listen, the example I want to provide today is for men and women. It's going to be a man and woman trying to lose weight. I have so many, I have women on this chat as well, so I wanted to make sure, I give them their macros. And all your macros is a breakdown of your protein, your carbs, and your fats. So you are going to use these three things. You're going to use your protein to help you build muscle. You're going to use your carbs for energy and your fats. So for a woman, the example that I'm giving is a woman who's 5'6", 170 pounds, and she's trying to lose weight. We want to make sure that she's in a calorie deficit of 1,700 calories. So, listen guys, we're going to make it really simple. We're going to make it really easy. I'm going to chop up these chicken breasts. I'm going to chop up this chicken breast, and we're going to talk. You know what I mean? I'm going to put y'all on game. So many people ask me, what made me choose get your ideal dream partner and get fit with Chief. The reason why I chose, get your ideal partner is because, most of my clients, I get a lot of clients that I train, and my clients, they always come to me and they're like, the first thing I ask them is like, well, why do you want to be fit? And they always tell me, let me know if you guys see the chicken. My clients always come to me and I ask them, why do you want to? What made you get into fitness? Why do you want to be fit? And they always tell me, they're like, oh, revenge body. I broke up with my ex, or my ex and I were not together anymore, and now I'm looking for like a new partner. So I really realized that a lot of people are into fitness for the looks, for the aesthetics. Guys, if you're new to the chat, go ahead and hit the like button. But a lot of people are new to fitness, and a lot of people are coming to a trainer because they want to get their body snatched for someone else. So I realized that the main purpose for a lot of people is for the aesthetics regarding fitness. So it's important that when you're doing this, I don't use fitness to attract other people. Like, I feel like fitness is a gift that's been given to me, that it gives me confidence. So it allows me to build confidence within myself, and that in turn, attracts other people. Fitness allows me to really show up for myself. But I do love the feeling. There's been times, I've been on vacation, and I can just tell, like, when I've been working hard for like a couple months, I can really tell, like, oh wow, like people are really noticing me more because they're seeing the work that I'm putting in my body. So it's really important to make sure. It's really important to make sure that you're really locked in on your fitness goals and that you're doing it for the right reasons. And people can tell when you're really in the gym, when you're really pushing yourself. People can tell how you're showing up for yourself. People are going to tell how you show up for yourself. So it's important to hit these goals. So listen, guys, when we're hitting these goals, something we really want to focus on is also, making sure we're cooking everything. Going out to these fast food spots, the food is so high in fats, so we really don't want to go to a ton. We really don't want to go to a ton of fast food spots. Also, guys, in the chat, comment and let me know if you guys have any questions. If there's any questions that you guys have, comment and let me know, and I'll answer them. So, yes, guys, let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer that. So yeah, we've got the chicken breast chopped up. So listen, chicken breasts are very good for you. They're very lean. They're very, very lean. And what the thing about chicken breasts is they allow you. Chicken breasts are lean, so they're low in fats, but they're high in protein. I think I'm noticing that a lot of you guys, I look at this one girl's like, man, I'm trying to get a big butt. I'm trying to get a big butt. And I was like, okay, what are you eating? She's like, oh, well, I'm not really eating that much. I like, okay, well, you're not gonna get the butt you want. You need to eat more food. In order to grow, you need to consume more protein. In order to grow, you need to make sure you're consuming a ton of protein. So that way, having chicken breast, you can consume a lot of protein without so many fats. So it's really important to make sure you're focusing on getting chicken breast. And a lot of people wonder, like, so for that's the common question. The most common question I get from women all the time is how to get a big butt. And I could look at certain girls like if I'm being honest, my guys and I, we talk about it. We can look at certain girls and we can tell who's really putting the work in. We can tell what women are really like, which women are really consuming protein because of how their bodies develop. Your body's only going to develop if you're consuming the right amount of protein. So that's the same for me. Even men, a lot of men, they want big arms. They want to be shredded. They want to have shredded arms. They want to have big arms. But you're not going to be shredded if you're not consuming enough protein. So I always make sure to load up on my protein. That's one of the things about whenever I'm cutting weight. That's one of the challenging things because me being in a calorie deficit, it's hard to really gain a lot of muscle when I'm not consuming enough calories. So that's why I always tell people to really focus on making sure you're hitting those protein every day, and stay away from like Chipotle. A lot of people, you want the healthy protein. You want that butt sitting up. You don't want that butt sitting down. So you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to hit sitting up the right way, you gotta make sure you're doing what you need to do. So if you guys aren't meal prepping, then you're wrong. You have to be meal prepping. It is very important to make sure you stay on meal prep, and it's just very important. Even when I go on vacation, I was in Toronto recently, and even when I was in Toronto, I tried my best to, consume food around my macro breakdown. Obviously, like I'm in Toronto, so I don't have my kitchen. I don't have what I'm used to consuming, but because I do meal prep, I was able to meal prep and take some food with me. But it just makes things easier when I meal prep and I have that food ready and available. So, it just makes it a lot easier. So yeah, guys, and like I said, I'm a busy professional. I'm working all throughout the day, but I still find time to cook. Cause I gotta make sure when I'm going to the gym. I gotta make sure when I'm going to the gym that I got that. B, what's up? I gotta make sure that when what's up, boy? And make sure, hey, if you're new to the chat, make sure you hit that like button, man. Double tap the screen, man. So I gotta make sure that when I go to the gym, I'm looking snatched. Cause the girls in the gym ain't playing. The girls in the gym, they not playing. They in there squatting. They in there working hard. So I always make sure, I gotta get my body right. So they know, like, oh yeah, he works hard. Like I'm trying to be on his program. It's very key. It's very key to make sure you put in that work. Listen, y'all let me know if y'all have any questions, man. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Hit the chat and I'm gonna let you know what's up. Not gonna lie, sometimes it's a little weird. It's a little weird talking to y'all, you know what I mean? Just talking to y'all face to face. It gets a little bit weird. But I do this because I love fitness and I do this for y'all. I do this to really educate you guys, to make sure we right. Because it's winter time. It's coming up on winter time. But people put on the turtlenecks, people put on the outerwear jackets, and I want everyone looking snatched. Like, I want you guys to be able to take that jacket off in the summertime, and when it heats back up, and your physique look completely different. But the way to get that physique in the summertime is to start doing stuff now. A lot of people are gonna wait until March to try to be fit, to try to be in shape, and that's not how you're gonna get in shape. This thing takes a long time, guys. I've been working on my body for like 15 years. Like 15 years I've been working on my body. Like, it's been a long time, playing sports all my life. Yes, sir. Man, we trying to unbig them backs, man. We trying to unbig them backs. I'm tired, I'm tired of seeing all these backs looking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. Some of y'all be looking like I need to be in the gym, okay? And I respect you guys because no matter what, y'all gonna have that shirt off. Y'all in the summertime, you guys are gonna for sure have your shirt off, and no matter if you got the results you needed or not. But okay, what is some other protein if not chicken? Okay, so chicken is one of my protein options. Another option that I like to do is turkey burgers. That's another one. I can show you the turkey burgers right now. So I'll do this option. So turkey burgers. Turkey burgers is a great alternative. This is something that I recently just got into turkey burgers because I was consuming a lot of fats, and I was consuming a lot of fats from salmon. So turkey burgers are very, very high in protein. They're extremely high in protein, and they're very, very low in fats. I think there's about like 10 grams in a turkey burger, 10 grams of protein in a turkey burger, and only like 2 grams of fat in each turkey burger. So that's really good. That's one protein source. So you have your chicken, you have your turkey burgers, and then another source you can do. We also have salmon. Let me see how much salmon I'm gonna have. All right, y'all, my bad. So I was a little bit hungry earlier today, but look, we got a little bit of salmon. We got a little piece left. But yeah, salmon is another choice that you can do for like a healthy protein option. Salmon's expensive. Salmon's expensive, and it's also really high in fats. So I don't always recommend salmon because like a lot of times like I'm on a cut right now, so my calories can't get too high. I only have so many fats. I can only consume about 35 grams of fats. So that's why I really got away from salmon so much, and my alternative was turkey burgers. Okay, so if you don't have no options, like if you're a little bit bony or whatever, if you're bony and you're trying to put some weight on, eat, man. You gotta eat. You gotta consume protein. You gotta be in a calorie surplus, and you gotta lift some weights. You and you gotta say some things with your chest. Appreciate it. Johnny. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna give you guys the best protein options. I'm gonna give you guys the best possible protein options that I can provide, because I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys doing the best. You know, for my bony gentleman, you know, he can't get the girl. Listen, if you bony, you're not gonna get the girl you want. So that's why we here right now. That's why I'm chopping this chicken. I'm gonna put you on game. If you bony and you want to get a better girl, tap into this, man. This is some creatine right here. Every man and woman needs this. For my man, you trying to get a bigger chest, and for my woman, if you trying to get a bigger butt, make sure y'all tap with the creatine. You want to take 1 serving of this a day. Just take 1 scoop of this a day. This is really going to give you that energy you need. What creatine does is it sends ATP to the body, and all ATP is energy. So now when you go to the gym, you'll be to lift heavier weights, and when you lift heavy weights, you'll be to build more muscle. So if you're trying to gain weight, you want to focus on both. You want to focus on both calories, and you want to focus on both calories and protein. So there's no alternative. You need calories and protein, but you need for the calorie, because you could do a calorie gain consuming all carbs. You're not going to gain any muscle like that. You're going to gain a ton of fat. So it's not just to gain. It's not just to eat whatever. You want to make sure you're consuming your protein. So if you're a 150-pound man, let's say you're skinny. So if you're skinny, you're probably like 95 pounds. If you're 95 pounds, you need 95 grams of protein. Hey, listen, if you're new to the chat, make sure you like the button, man. Make sure you like the double tap the screen. So yeah, guys, there are a ton of options. You guys have to stay with it. But the most important thing with fitness is just making sure you stay at it and you keep working. You never want to give up on your goals. You never want to give up on your dreams. You want to keep working. And guys, listen, I'm going to do these weekly calls every week. Every Tuesday at 7:30, we're going to tap in, and I'm going to do these calls. And every week, you're going to get something new from me. Listen, there was a point in time, a lot of you guys won't believe this, but there was a point in time I used to be bony. No one used to look at me. No one was checking for me. You know, no one, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the options that I have now. You know, doing fitness, and this is for my men and my women. Doing fitness will change that. Doing fitness will allow you, it'll, because even a lot of times, I always tell myself this one thing. I'm gonna be a little bit vulnerable here, guys. I'll be real vulnerable. I don't always, but I remember, I started losing some hair for a second. It grew back. The hair grew back. But I remember telling myself, you know what? If I ever go bald, the one thing I'm not gonna be is fat and bald. I ain't gonna be fat and bald. I might be bald, but I ain't gonna be fat and bald. So listen, make sure y'all tapped in, man. Make sure y'all tapped in and y'all working. And if you have any insecurities, guys, we all have insecurities, and that's why we're here to work at them. I used to, like I said, I used to be tiny. I used to be really small. I used to have a ton of insecurities, and I just kept working at it. And a lot of people, this is the hard part about it. A lot of people never get past their insecurities because they never work through them. If you keep working at your goals every single day, you really will be able to. If you keep working at your goals every single day, you really will be able to build up your insecurities. You'll be able to work past your insecurities, guys. So it's highly important. I really recommend, working on yourself and leaning into your goals. Listen, today, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even feel like doing the group chat. I didn't even feel like doing the YouTube live today. But I got up and I made no excuses. And that's what fitness is gonna be about. If you really want to get the results, guys, you really want to make sure you're consistent. Also, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want to know any breakfast options. Put it in the chat and let me know what you want to see. If you have any questions about meal prep, if you have any questions, I'll break down which fruits you really want to eat that are good for you. The main fruit that I've been doing right now is a banana. So a banana's been really helpful. But I'm gonna give y'all a secret. When you guys are consuming these bananas, hey, listen, if you're new to the chat, make sure you double tap the screen to like the live. Listen, if you're new, if you love doing fruits, oops, I'm stuttering, y'all. All right, so if you love doing fruits and whatnot, I highly recommend only doing one serving of fruit because you don't want to go above 35 grams of fruits. So the thing about it, I love bananas and I'm always in a rush. I have an IT job as well as training. So in the morning time, I'll grab a banana, I'll chop it up, and I'll mix this. I'll mix this with a scoop of oats, guys. So this stuff is really simple. If you want the links to any of this stuff, if you want the link to my food scale, let me know. Also, I'll provide you with the link to my food scale. I'll also provide you with the link to my cup. So anything that you want to know, like my measuring cups, my food scale. So yes, guys, I will literally take a scoop of oatmeal, boom, put it in here, and then I'll warm it up in 1 minute, and then I just chop up a banana, and that's what I have for breakfast. I have a scoop of oats with some bananas. So yes, if you have any other weight loss options, if there's anything else you want to know that you're struggling with, let me know. I'm pretty busy a lot of times, so I have to make my food on the go. So yeah, right now I'm chopping up the last batch. I'm chopping up the last batch of chicken. Right now. So yeah, guys, it's just about staying on it. Like I said, starting out when I first started, I was really nervous. I was really shy. I hadn't built up a lot of confidence, but by lifting and training, that really allowed me to build more confidence. To really attract more people. And a lot of people don't understand, man. You can really work at a lot of things. You can really work towards a lot of things. So never give up on yourself. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You said support protein. What do you mean? What do you mean by support protein? Let me know what you mean by support protein. As far as what else do you eat with the protein? You mean the carbs? Do I have potatoes with my protein? Is that what you mean? Yeah. So yeah, like I said, so as far as stuff that I eat alongside with my protein, I will have my protein, and what I'll also do is, as far as my supporting, what I have with my protein is my carbs. So I'll have a scoop of rice, or I'll even do potatoes. So let me show you some potatoes. So I already had these potatoes pre-made. But yeah, I'll chop up these potatoes and I'll put them on the stove. I'll put them in the pan. So this is what they'll come out to look like. Ooh, that's so cold. So boom, and I'll chop up these potatoes and that's what I'll have like alongside my protein. Let me know if that's what you're referring to. But yeah, I'll have these potatoes alongside with my protein. So, all right, man. Let me know who wants to hear a story. Hit me in the chat and let me know who wants to hear a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story about this girl that I met one day regarding fitness. It's regarding fitness. So we're gonna do story time. So this is when I knew fitness was really, really important. So I had been working for a long time. I had been working out and I had been disciplined for the first time ever. I had been disciplined. I had started walking. 10,000 steps a day. So there was a party coming up. And so if you know me, you know I'm always busy working. I'm always busy working a lot of times. So everybody's like, oh my goodness, where's the story gonna end? And if you're new to the chat, hit the like button. So there was a party coming up, and my boy was like, yo, you gotta pull up to this party. It's gonna be turned up, this and that. So I'm like, you know what? Because I've been eating healthy all week, I'm gonna go to this party, and we're gonna see what this party is about. So, I go there, and I see this beautiful girl at this party. Super, super beautiful. Listen, guys, work with me. Come with me. We here with it. All right, bet. So I go to this. So all right, we got the chicken breast, y'all. So listen, you gotta make sure when you have your chicken breast, you have to clean it, guys. You can't just have your chicken breast and you don't clean it. You gotta clean it. You gotta wash it. You gotta clean it. You gotta wash it. So you make sure you're good. All right, can y'all see me? All right, bet. So I go to this party. And I see this beautiful girl there. And mind you, I've been working out, I've been doing my thing, I've been working, trying to get right. So, my body looking good, my body on point. So I go to the girl, and I'm kind of nervous. We have our moments, man. We get nervous too. Like, I know a lot of people think, oh man, Chief, you're just so confident. No, I have my times when I'm nervous. So listen, whenever I'm making my chicken, I always put my salt on here. To really wash the chicken, because I don't just throw my chicken on there. I gotta put my salt on there. But like I was saying, back to my story about this girl that I met at the party. So I go on or whatever. I meet this girl at the party, and she's like, I finally pull up, and I'm like, oh hey, so me being me, I'm like, I really like this girl, so I'm gonna pull up on her. Even if I am a little bit nervous, I'm still gonna pull up on this girl to make sure, to just see what's up. I gotta shoot my shot at all times. You gotta shoot your shot, because you never know what's gonna happen. So I meet this girl. So the girl comes, and we start talking, boom, boom, boom. And then she's like, oh, I've seen you around before. I'm like, really? Where have you? I've never seen you before. Where have you seen me? She's like, oh, I see you on Instagram. You're the guy who was working out, right? And I was just like, wow, like, I'm just labeled as just a guy who works out. Like, there's so many more things to me than just working out. There's so much more to me than just working out. So I was, I'm like, no, I do more than just work out. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Joe, hey man, make sure you hit that like button. So yeah, hey Joe, you know how I get down. So listen, so I see Shorty, so I went smacking Shorty, meaning I approached her, I was trying to bag her, trying to get her number. So she pulls up, and she's like, I seen you before, I see you on Instagram, boom, boom, boom. So she's just like, oh, she's like, you make me nervous. I'm like, who made you nervous? She's like, you make me nervous. And I'm like, well, why do I make you nervous? And she's like, oh, because I can tell you're really fit, this and that. So yeah, he's like, she's like, I can tell you're really fit, and boom, boom, boom. So I was just like, I like to take care of myself, but that's not all I am, So she's like, oh, I can just tell you, I can tell you're a little player, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, listen, man, it's just about me taking care of my body. That at the end of the day, what I'm out here trying to do is just trying to take care of my body. So if it looks like I'm a player, that's just me showing up for myself to be fit, man. So that's what it's about. It's about maintaining that. It's about making sure you gotta get your chicken breast in. Listen, man, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If y'all want to be fit, if you guys want, these interactions, you want these women coming towards you, approaching you, you got to get in the gym. I see so many guys in the gym, they're scared. Some of the girls in the gym lift more than the guys. That's a fact now. A lot of girls in the gym are starting to lift way more than the guys. So you can really beat out a lot of people by just being fit. It's about how you show up for yourself. So listen, this is one of my favorite seasonings that I use. It's Sazon's tropical seasoning, man. This thing is fire. It's torch. If you want me to, now I've been working, Shawty. It was chest day, and today was chest day, Shawty. So we've been working, but yeah, man, it's definitely want to have this seasoning. So listen, guys, when we're meal prepping, we don't want our food to be bland. We really don't want. We don't want our food to be bland. We want to make sure that we're eating good. It's about eating good, man, at all times. So we want to make sure that we're really seasoning food. You can add some seasoning. You don't have to be super light with your seasoning, okay? Like it doesn't. Oh, let me grab my scoop. Yeah, you don't have to be super light with your seasoning. If you want the girl like Shawty, the girl literally told me, she was like, oh yeah, I was scared. I was scared to, what did she say? I was scared, like, oh, I'm scared, you scared me. And just because I feel like you get a lot of attention because of your body. But it's about more than just your body. It's about having your physique right, and it's also about taking care of yourself. And and it's about what's on the inside. But yes, guys, I always make sure I season my chicken really well. Just about 4 packs of chicken. I try to meal prep. I have specific days that I meal prep. Now because I do the YouTube live every Tuesday at 7:30. So I meal prep on Tuesdays now, and I also meal prep on Fridays. The reason why I meal prep on Friday is because I want my food ready for the whole weekend. If my food's ready for the whole, let me back this one. Oh, I don't know if I can back it up. Oh, sorry, y'all. There we go. So the reason why I cook on Fridays is because that way I cook Friday morning, so that way I can have my meal prep ready. I can have my meal prep ready at all times, and that way I won't have to worry about cooking over the weekend. So yeah, guys. Listen, when you take care of your body, you eat healthy. I get so many compliments, and I'm not trying to like be cocky or anything like that. I get so many compliments on my physique just because like, oh man, people, oh man, you're in such great shape, this and that. But it's discipline. Because if you know me, and maybe some of y'all in the chat can attest to it. Like if you know me, you know that when I was younger, I used to go to 7-Eleven all the time. I used to eat whatever, and then I really switched up my diet and I started eating healthier and healthier and healthier. Listen, if you're new to the chat, go ahead and hit that like button. But yeah, also man, this the gem right here. You need this, man. The paprika, you need this at all times. It's gonna add a nice little spice to it, keep things looking good, man. Love me some paprika. Yes, sir, man. Listen, this is a fitness YouTube, but man, you can ask anything you want to ask, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. So these are some of the protein options. We're gonna go through the carbs as well, and we're gonna keep it going. Let me see, guys. Yeah, so like I said, man, we're gonna break down for women. We're gonna break down how many macros a woman needs to have. The example that I gave was a woman who's 5'6", 170 pounds. A woman who's 5'6", 170 pounds. Her daily macro intake should be around 2,200 calories. Now, if she's trying to lose weight, then she wants to be in a deficit of 1,700. So that means her deficit. So whenever you're trying to lose weight, your deficit is only going to be 300 or more. So if your maintenance is about 2,000 calories, then that means that you're going to be consuming in a deficit. It'll be like 1,700 to 1,500 calories. So like for example, my maintenance is 1,700 calories. No, I'm sorry. My maintenance is 2,700 calories. So my deficit is about like 2,200, 2,000 calories a day, and that's what I try to sit in that maintenance to make sure I'm losing weight. So guys, listen, losing weight, there's so many ways to lose weight. You really want to make sure there's so many different ways to lose weight. You really want to make sure you're walking. Like you can walk the weight off. in between my lunch breaks, I walk just to really help me. In between my lunch breaks, I walk just to really help me, lose that weight. And also, guys, what you're cooking with, make sure you're cooking with light oil. So as you can see here, I got my olive oil. Boom, I got my olive oil. 1 tablespoon of this is 120 calories. So I don't use this to cook my chicken with it because it's too fatty. It's too fatty. What I will do is I'll use an olive oil spray, and the spray is 0 calories. So you can see the big difference. Like, God, a lot of times it's about choosing healthy alternatives. You can see the big difference between olive oil and using an olive spray. This is 0 calories. This is 120 calories for 1 tablespoon. So you really want to just make sure you're working at it. You feel me? So we gotta keep working. We gotta stay at it. Boom. Got the paprika on there. Listen, we're gonna keep these lives going. We're gonna keep these lives going each and every week to stay on, and then to stay fit, to stay shredded at all times. Yes, sirski. Boom. So like I said earlier, we'll make sure we add that paprika. Listen, man, that dream partner you want ain't gonna come overnight. You gotta put that work on a daily basis to get there. And for my men, the most aesthetic body parts are your shoulders and your back. So you really want to make sure you build up your back, build up your shoulders, build up everything to really get right. And we about to put this chicken. We about to put this chicken up on the stove, man. Ooh. I'm gonna put one more seasoning. I did paprika. I did olive oil. I did paprika. I did my olive spray. I did my Szechuan seasoning. And the last one I'm gonna do is this garlic seasoning, man. This garlic seasoning go crazy. I like to really make sure I season my chicken breast no matter what. And the thing about my chicken breast, I like to eat the chicken breast the first day I cook it, because I feel like that's when it has the most flavor. I feel like after that, it doesn't have the most flavor after that. So definitely the earlier you eat it, the better it'll be. Yes, sirski. So yeah, guys. So yeah, back to my story, man. Back to my story. Staying fit, consuming the chicken. We gotta stay fit at all times, cause we never know. We never know when we're gonna be invited to a party. If I ever come out to Miami, I got one of my Miami boys in here. If I ever come out to Miami, let me switch it around. There we go. Ooh. Let me know if y'all can see it. All right. Put that thing up on the stove. Oh, my bad, y'all. There we go. There we go. Alright, so like I was saying, so what you want to make note of right here is when you have your olive oil, you don't want to dip too much of this on there, so you really want to make sure you're doing that spray. The spray is going to be clutch. So you don't have to put too much of the spray on there. Ooh, this one's closed. Where's my spray at? Okay, here goes my spray. So you can be kind of heavy-handed with the spray. Boom. Boom, we're gonna get it on here going. Boom. Yeah, guys, so you wanna make sure you're happy. You wanna make sure, boom, this is how you're gonna get it going. Boom. Once we get the chicken going, we got the chicken up on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boom. So yeah, I usually don't have a lot of time when I'm at work. I usually don't have a lot of time, but I just make time, quick cooking up some options, because it's really important to meal prep. Because what happens is when you don't meal prep, you end up eating out. Like even last week I had a situation when I didn't meal prep, and then I just started eating a bunch of junk food. So it's hard. It's really important. It's really important to make sure you're staying up on it. Sorry, man. We got the chicken on the stove, y'all. We got the chicken on the stove. We keeping this thing rolling, man. So obviously, now that we have the chicken on the stove, so while the chicken is cooking, we're gonna bring you back over here. And we're gonna talk about the food scale and other alternatives. There we go. So yeah, man. Whenever I'm cooking, man, whenever I'm cooking, I gotta have some music playing. I can't just be cooking and the music ain't playing, man. The music gotta be vibing. It's gotta be a good little time. But yeah, so there are easy alternatives, guys, to really, you want to make sure to really measure your food. There's a bunch of different options. A lot of times. I bet. So obviously, like I said, something easy you could do, man. It's an easy breakfast option. It's just having your scoop. Having a scoop of oatmeal. Just an easy breakfast alternative is having oatmeal. Boom. Just like that. Oatmeal is very high in carbs, low in fats, decent amount of protein. I'll really put some water in this, warm it up for 1 minute. And then I'll have a banana. A banana is about 100 calories, 14 grams of sugar. So it's easy work, man. As we have the stove, we have the chicken. Ooh, we got the chicken cooking on the stove. Listen, man, I don't know about y'all. We're going into the winter time. It's about to get cold, but we still got to make sure we're keeping that body nice and right. Because you never know where we're going to go. You never know where we're going to be traveling to. You never know what we're going to be doing. So it's very key that we keep it going, man. We got to stay on top of our fitness goals. We got to be relentless. We can't give up. We got to keep working. Highly important that we keep these goals going. And obviously, we got to keep everything nice and clean. Yes, sir, ski. We got to keep everything nice and clean. Just like that. Alright, let me see. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this last story, then we're gonna get up out of here. Sorry, man. So last week, the chicken on the stove, I'm gonna tell y'all this last story, then we're gonna get out of here. So last week as the chicken, sorry, my phone. Alright, so last week I was busy, I had to go into the office and I had not meal prep. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm good. You know, I'm gonna go back home and I'll meal prep when I get home. And then what happened is, that didn't happen. So you know, let me go get some food. So I went to Kava. I don't know if you guys, let's say if you guys in the DMV. I went to Kava and I had a bowl at Kava, but I was still full. I still was hungry. So I ended up seeing a 7-Eleven. And this is what happens, guys. When you don't meal prep, that's when you just start eating anything. So there were some donuts at 7-Eleven that were just torched, man. So I had like 2 donuts, and that's when I realized, I'm like, man, it's really important to meal prep. Because by meal prepping, it's going to make those donuts were so good. And I see why a lot of people are like, you know what, I don't care to be in shape. I want to just eat my donuts and I want to enjoy the donuts. And I get that. Like, I hadn't had donuts in a while and I was really enjoying them. But then when I put them in my calorie tracker, I was like 400 calories over. And my carbs and my fats were just super high. So I highly recommend, like, you know, if I would have meal prepped, I would have been okay. But another thing that I realized is when I was really stressed out and I was going through a lot, and I had a lot going on, it really made me want to eat more food. So I feel like a lot of us do struggle with that. I feel like a lot of us do struggle with eating healthy, especially when we have emotional stuff going on, when, you know, people are bothering us or there's certain situations going on. So like in those times, you kind of got to just like, it's hard, it's pretty difficult, it's challenging, but in those times you got to refocus your goals. You got to refocus your goal and keep building it up. You got to refocus your goal and just not eat it. And something I do is, you know, when I am stressed out, I ask myself, like, do I really want to eat this food because I really want to eat this donut right now? Or is it just because I'm stressed out? And I'll, like, go for a walk, and I'll try to, like, walk it off. Or I'll drink, or honestly, something else that helps me out, whenever I have my cravings, I'll drink a soda water, like, or seltzer water, anything of that nature, because this is very helpful and really helping me. This is helpful and really helping me stay on my diet, because this kind of makes me feel full, even though I'm not, just from everything that's inside of the seltzer water. So there are so many alternatives to staying fit, and there are healthy options. There are healthy foods that you can eat that you can enjoy eating throughout the day. So yeah, man. There are so many different options. As you can see, check out the food. We got the chicken on the stove. We got the chicken on the stove. And as you see, we have this. So sometimes we'll drain some of the water out. And then I'm gonna flip the chicken around. Just like that. Boom, man. So listen, man, we're gonna keep this thing. We're gonna keep it going. Cause I want everybody looking amazing this year. This is the new year. We're about to go into 2025. Like, listen, y'all, we about to go into 2025. Like, we gotta get right, man. Ain't no more making excuses, man. I did have them donuts. But the next day I went running. I had them donuts, but the next day I went running to really run the weight off. But you don't have to always you don't have to punish yourself. Just because you have some donuts, that doesn't mean like you need to go run for 4 hours the next day. I'm not saying do that. But after you have a cheat meal, you just want to kind of refocus, and remember what your goals are. Because the thing about having one cheat meal, once you have one cheat meal or you have one snack, now all of a sudden, now that you have that one cheat meal, you have that one snack, now you just want to have another one, and then before you know it, you've had a cheat week. So that's why I always tell people, there's nothing wrong with having a cheat meal, but you really want to refocus on what you have going on the next day. So listen, man, that's the live for today. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Keep me posted. Appreciate y'all for locking in. Content Performance, we out.